in the old ways. I'll never let them go, never stuck in my heart. Dropping music with the soul will never tear them apart. Like a mother when a child, now the child's running wild. No sense of direction, being blinded by a pile. Son and daughter lines to follow any style. Showing little signs to show you on file. I'm bored on staff, living through the math. Yeah, to wear it up to unveil the mask. I'm your favorite artist in this rap game. No one's been the hardest since their day rap changed. I'm not saying I'm the hardest, but I'm saying I'll remain the same as I've been. A poet with a pen, a poet with a voice for every boy and girl. A poet with the choice to speak for the world. I throw on my headphones, I throw on my beats. Hey, what's up? This is EFE of EFE Productions back again with the 4th episode of the series For the World. This episode features Mr. Alaniz 714 of Alaniz Beatz as he showcases the mixing process of one of the songs off of the CD For the World. I hope this helps explain and show the mixing process of a song. Stay tuned for episode 5 as Mr. Alaniz 714 showcases the mastering process of a song. Stay up, my people.
Hey, what's up? It's me, your homeboy, Mr. Alaniz 714 of Alaniz Beatz. And in this segment of the video, I'm going to be showing you how I mix EFE's vocals. Since I'm taking care of the mixing and the mastering of the whole album, he asked me if I could showcase the process of how I do this. So shout out to you, homie. Thanks a lot for having me on this again. And well, let's get to this. Also want to clarify, this isn't a tutorial per se, but you could learn from it, you know, if you pay close attention. But overall, this is just showcasing the process. So let's start right here. If you can see the screen, I got the session set up, and I'm gonna play a little bit. So everything's raw, nothing added, and we'll check this out.
Staring out the window as the tears are rolling down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry, I'ma always be here for you, your brothers.
Alright, so that was a raw vocals. What I'm gonna do right now is just bring up the mixer, and I'm gonna start treating them. First, I have all the vocals playing together, so nothing's adjusted. Well, I sort of did adjust ahead of time, as you can see the volume levels right here. But I'm still gonna keep, after I do the treatment of the actual vocals, once I begin the actual mixing, I'm gonna adjust the volume levels and the panning and all that stuff. So I got all of my the vocals right here, having to routed to a send right here, where I have a de-esser, EQ, and a compressor. So I'm gonna solo the main vocal track.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down.
So I'm just gonna mess with the de-esser right now. I'm using the Waves bundle, by the way. So I'm just gonna use one of the presets right here. And I'm gonna hit play.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry, I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters, I'ma always be here.
Alright, so that was pretty straightforward, you know. I just adjusted the threshold, took it down a bit, because well, the S's, they weren't really that harsh, so I mean, it didn't really need too much adjusting, just barely.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now.
Alright, so next I move on to my EQ. And I'm gonna take off a little bit of that low end, the bassy part of his voice. So
staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the
I'm gonna
hope
take down
is
the
fading
gain.
down, but she still has the
And
strength
then just the
to
frequency.
wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your
And then just
sisters.
the cue as
I'ma
well.
always be near. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed to have no fear, but deep inside she knew the cancer was proved.
And I can already hear a big difference. I don't know if you might pick that up from the actual audio through the camera, but if you pay close attention, you can actually hear the bass being taken down quite a bit. So right now, let me compare. This is the raw without any adjusting.
Staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading down, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her,
Now,
baby,
with the
please don't
EQ.
cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be near. As she laid in the...
Alright, so next step is excuse me. I adjust the highs, and it sounds pretty clear, so I'm not gonna go too much.
Staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting...
By the way, I'm boosting right now, so you might hear this get a little bit too clear. Well, it will get clear, and I'm just gonna boost, and depending on how it sounds, I'll keep adjusting. Either I take away or add more. So
staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading down, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be near. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed to have no fear, but deep inside she...
alright, so that sounds good right now. And now I'm gonna adjust the other frequencies, and what I'm gonna do specifically is I'm gonna boost the frequencies, then I'm gonna sweep them, and I'm gonna try to find the rough spots, the spots where his voice sounds the roughest, sounds bad, and from there I'm gonna cut. So
staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading down, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be near. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed...
So right there, I feel that's a spot right there where it sounds pretty rough, and I'm gonna cut that right now. So
staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading down, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your
adjust the
sisters.
cue.
I'ma always be near. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed to have no fear, but deep inside she knew the cancer was progressing.
alright, next frequency.
Staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the...
Next band I meant.
Staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading down, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be near. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed to have no fear, but deep inside she knew the cancer was progressing. Deep inside she's blue, cause her baby girl was stressing. And at the age of 12, she faced a harsh reality. Her mom was lowered in the ground, and it was hell to see. It was hell to be, her siblings and herself. No more happy home, cause she's living in a different house.
Alright, so what I've done so far is I've adjusted all the bands, I've boosted on the highs, and the rest of the frequencies I cut. So let's compare. I'm play the raw without any EQ.
Staring out the window as her tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading down,
now
but
with the
she
EQ.
still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be near.
So again, you might not tell a big difference because of the camera audio, but if you were right here with me, you would hear the dramatic change that actually made. So next thing I do is mess with the compressor. Now I got the R comp right here, and I go to one of the presets, vocals, and just adjust from there on.
Staring out the window as the tears
Lower
are
the
rolling
threshold.
down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be near. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed to have no fear, but deep inside she knew.
Alright, that sounds good. I didn't do too much with that one. It was pretty much straightforward. And sometimes, not always, but I included it in this showcasing. I add another compressor after that. Now, sometimes what this compressor does, it's a free compressor. It's called Tug of War. Great compressor. I use it on vocals. I use it on pretty much anything: kicks, snares, claps, whatever, because it gives it that extra presence. So what does it do to the vocals? Well, like I said, it gives it extra presence, and sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Depends on what I'm looking for. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to include it, and I've already had it set up. So just easy. I just picked one of the presets, and so actually without it.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her
And then
mother's
with it,
getting weaker and the hope is fading now, but she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here.
Alright, so if you could, if you noticed that, and it didn't just make it louder, it made it more full to me, and I think it gives it that nice presence and makes it sit well with the rest of the song, within the beat and all that good stuff. So let me play everything.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now, but
alright, so let me meet the beat, and let me just play the vocals.
staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now, but
Alright, so everything's jumbled together, and it's all because I have not adjusted the volume levels yet. I haven't panned anything yet, so I'm gonna do that right now. And again, it all depends on what the song, what sounds good with the rest of the song, what you're going for. There's no right or wrong with doing any of this. All you really actually need is a practice. If this is something that you're serious about, just practice and practice and practice. Train your ears to know what to listen for. You know, if you watched any of the previous videos, the other episode in which I come out in, I explained that I learned all this myself. You know, now there's YouTube and now there's tutorials, and you know, I'll check them out sometimes if I want to learn something new, or if I want to find out, you know, anything related to music production. You know, I have that now, and back then, you know, trial and error. So let's continue on with this. So I'm gonna adjust the volume levels now. On the double, I'm gonna mute the ad libs. I got the main vocal and the double. Let's play that.
staring out the window as the tears are pouring down.
I'm gonna lower the double even more. So how about? No, I'm gonna lower it some more. Hold on.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now.
That sounds good, because it's not the same volume as the main vocal, and it gives it that nice double effect without making it sound like too much. So now for the ad-libs, this is all relatively easy. The challenging part is well, and the fun part actually is just taking your time and figuring out what needs what, trying out different techniques. Is why I like doing this stuff. So now for the ad-libs, he provided 2 vocal tracks of ad-libs, 1 and 2. So obviously, you might know them as left and right or label them that way or whatever. So that's what I did, just panned them.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now.
Alright, so that sounds good, and I'm just gonna adjust the volume again. You know what, I'm gonna adjust the volume on the double, because I think it sounds too loud still.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now. But she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be here. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed to have no fear, but deep inside she knew the cancer was progressing.
Alright, that sounds good. So now I'm gonna play with the beat.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now. But she still has the strength to wipe away the tears and tell her, baby, please don't cry. I'ma always be here for you, your brothers and your sisters. I'ma always be here. As she laid in the hospital, she seemed to have no fear, but deep inside she knew.
Alright, so I mean, for adjusting the vocals, treating the vocals, actually adjusting volume levels, that's pretty much it. From here on out, you could start adding, your reverbs, your effects, your different, whatever techniques you want to try out, and that's pretty much it. Again, this wasn't a tutorial, but more of like just showing you the process and giving you an idea of how it's done, or how I do it anyway. So that's that. There's gonna be another video, so in that video what I'm gonna cover is that maybe the effects and the mastering of the whole track. So I apologize if I seemed like if I was rushing through this. It's not my intention, but due to time constraints of the video, I don't want to go super long. So with that being said, don't forget to check out my music, www.alanizbeats.wix.com/official. What's up, man. Shout out to my homeboy EFE once again, and obviously his website, www.efeproductions.com. We got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. So follow us, subscribe, whatever. Hit us up. We got beats, we got music, we got bangers. So until next time, next video, Mr. Alaniz 714, peace.
Staring out the window as the tears are pouring down. Her mother's getting weaker and the hope is fading now. But she still has the strength to wipe.
Coming at you with that West Coast flavor, Mr. Alaniz 714.
Coming through, motherfucker, now you know what to do. Osa's back on the block, loaded like a Glock, ticking like a clock, waiting for things to pop. Double R is a label that I represent. Let me start twisting once again, this is a must that I come through with something brand new. A whole new mission, yes, I'm ripping, making you start tripping, wishing for the end to come, but no, not yet. Keep on
trying to find answers, but we search blindly. So we point fingers and then we start fighting. Blaming those who take it from us never bothered us, but we wanna justify our reasons, so there's not a given fuck. The only news on the news is the bad news. Murders, kidnaps, controversy, it's nothing new.
Yes, Estuve de buenas, hago lo que quieras. Si quieren la guerra, les parto la jefa si sigue el pedo. No estoy en el pecho, así está hecho. Me dan el respeto, aquí yo controlo, los dejo bien solos. A todo baboso tirado en un pozo. Que digan y digan, a mí lo retiran. Se tapa la vista por toda la vida. Yo no sé lo que pensaban. No me sorprende como estos putos hablan. Kevin Lewis is the motherfucking osimólogo. So you know, so cabrón with the flow loco. Rhyme spitting, flipping to some funky ass games of shit, making everybody bounce to another fucking hit. So get ready, homie, keep it steady as you're riding round town in them low rich Chevys. Listen to the vocals that I'm spitting, cause you know that they make you wanna come with it. Mad dog reload. They say I'm depressed, they say I'm miserable. I'm feeling all kinds of shit, it's getting critical. But I gotta go through, there's no halt. If I give up, then that's my fault. I pray to the Lord up above. Help my family and me in need of strength and guidance, your protection. Picking up my brown queen, rolling through the OC, cruising to the oldies, keeping it OG, floating like a dream on the 100 days. Best believe, baby girl, that you're my one and only. Turning up the tunes as you're an actress through the neighborhood, the city, ain't no time to act a fool. Cause we're cherishing the moment every single second. I think that yo les hago ese paro, no importa dónde sean, represento mi bandera. Verde, blanco y colorado, mexicano hasta que muera. Verde, blanco y colorado, mexicano hasta que muera. Verde, blanco y colorado, mexicano hasta que muera. Es mi orgullo mexicano, lo que siempre estoy gritando, demostrando, representando. Es mi orgullo mexicano. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Motherfuckers saying that's a big no. Oh no, you got to go. Mexican crazy, spit that ass no more. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Also el maldito wanna roll. No, classy Chevy no. Mexican crazy's always out.
Yeah, and that's what it's like. Maldito, shorty one, and yours truly, motherfucking oso. About to rip shit up on the microphone.
Soy el oso y loco y destroza todo. Que no me paras, que la neta presenta tu cara porque te termino de volada de algo nada. Así se acaba.
Radicamos,
Tirando mal,
por las calles vagamos.
todo está firme, se mira el orgullo. Escúchenme bien, se los digo bien profundo. La parranda no acaba, sino apenas se lanza. No se equivoque mi raza, así es la
Fix or stealing speeds, OSO, EFE, homie, we be dropping hits on sick ass beats, bringing truth back to the streets. OSO, EFE, homie, we be dropping.
It's clear that this isn't an overnight solution. Minds are still filled with hatred and pollution. Many have said that the answer's revolution. Write your own constitution, add your own contribution to better our cause, the uplift of our slan. Run circles around. It's that Cali-Colo Connection Beat Tape. EFE Productions and Alaniz Beatz 2013.